Hey, I'm Tom from Triggertrap, and today we're going to make some mess. And in the process, we're going to teach you how to do some really fun and simple high-speed photography. By the end of this tutorial, we'll make sure that you know how to capture a photo of a water balloon popping, the basics of high-speed photography, and also the importance of a short flash duration. In this short video, I'm only going to briefly explain how to set up for a water balloon pop. You may want to check out the full written tutorial for more in-depth instructions and theory. Whilst this tutorial covers the basics of high-speed photography, you're going to need to know a little bit about setting a camera up on manual focus and manual exposure, and also setting a flash up on manual too. If you're not sure about any of this, check out our basic tutorials. For this tutorial, you're going to need a fair amount of kit. So you're going to need a camera on a tripod, a flash gun on a light stand, a darkened room, but obviously we've got the lights on at the moment, some water balloons and a way of hanging them up. We're using a boom stand and some invisible thread, something to pop the balloons, something to catch the water in. We've got a paddling pool on the floor just beneath the balloon, some freezer bags to protect your kit, a torch so you can look around in the dark safely, and also a sound sensor. For our sound sensor, we're using the Triggertrap mobile app along with the Triggertrap flash adapter and a mobile dongle. High-speed photography is all about capturing something which is happening very fast in a single frame. You can do this simply by using the fastest shutter speed possible on your camera, but to be honest, the results will probably be pretty disappointing. Triggering a camera takes a fair amount of time, so there can be a fair amount of delay between triggering the camera and the camera actually firing. We can easily get around this by using a darkened room, a flash, and the camera set on bulb mode. By using a darkened room and having the camera set on bulb, the flash is basically acting as our shutter speed. Not only is a flash much faster to trigger, but the flash itself is much faster. The speed of a flash is known as flash duration. This is basically how long the flashlight lasts. As we want to freeze motion the best we can, we want to use the shortest flash duration we can possibly get. Typically, with a small portable flash, the lower the power of the flash, the faster the flash will be. So try and keep the power of the flash as low as possible. Now let's get the shot set up. First things first, get the camera mounted securely on our tripod, set on bulb and on manual focus. Make sure your flash is placed securely on your stand with a flash adapter and turn the flash on to manual, ensuring that it's on its low power possible. Plug in your sound sensor to the flash. If you're using Triggertrap mobile, make sure the flash adapter is plugged into the dongle and then the dongle is plugged into the smart device. Set your threshold on your sound sensor fairly low so the flashes fire on a moderate sound. Be sure to add a 1 second flash reset delay. This means once it hears the sound, it's going to wait a second again until it fires. You're going to want to get your device pretty close to the action, so place it in a freezer bag or a sandwich bag to protect it. The closer to the action your device is, the faster the flash will fire, but do be careful. Ideally, anything close to the balloon should be covered in a sandwich bag. Next, set up your balloons. We're using a balloon filled with air because it's easier to set up with. Set your camera up and make sure the shot is composed with a balloon in the middle, and also make sure the balloon is in focus. As I said before, we're using a paddling pool beneath the balloon to catch the water. When you're filling your balloons, be sure to blow a little bit of air into the balloon first. This ensures that there'll be a sound when the balloon bursts. When it's full of water, the pop can often be quite dull. At this point, you should have your camera, your balloon stand and your light stand set up. So, let's turn out the lights. With the lights out, clap your hands to make sure the flash is firing. When you're ready, hang your water balloon up, test the flash again, then open your shutter. As soon as possible after opening the shutter, burst the balloon and the flash should fire. Once the flash is fired, close your shutter. You may need an extra pair of hands for this. If you don't have a spare pair of hands, set the shutter speed to around 10 seconds and make sure you're ready to burst the balloon shortly after pressing the shutter. And that's how to take a seriously fun, albeit slightly messy, balloon burst photo. For more info and details, check out our full written tutorial. See you next time.